Hello everybody, Steve the Plaster Man here, and this evening I want to talk to you all about documenting our history. Now before me I have a couple little items that are historic to me, personal to me. The first one, I have my great-grandmother's Bible that my uncle actually entrusted in with me of caregiving and taking care of it to pass it on to other generations. It is very important to me. It's very sentimental, but one of the things that I'm wanting to instill with this little video is documenting. Some of the things that we've talked about here lately is how things are disappearing. Well, in my life, the older people in my family are disappearing. The people that I used to go to and ask questions about, hey, who did this or what happened, most of those are gone now. I am going to be the one that's going to try to pass on our family history. And so I am thankful to my mother. I'm thankful to my father. He was pretty good about this. And my great-grandmother. In her own handwriting, I see here she has written down where I was born, my brother, where they were married, her and my grandfather, her great-grandfather, and the births and marriages. And then over here, the deaths. I see here that in her own handwriting how her father was born in 1874, passed away in 1938. I just think that is just not only super cool, but it is important information when I'm trying to tie something together. Like, for instance, this old William Tell Bank. Now, this bank was gave to my father. Now, you can tell we played with it. It was gave to my father by the Tims. It was his uncle. And I was actually looking, and that's why I've got a pencil and piece of paper. I'm going to write down some information that I know. I've entrusted this. It's going to be my daughter's. My son will get other things that we have and they can pass that down. But I'm going to write in my own handwriting information about how this went down. It was gave to my father when he was a boy by his uncle. And then my dad gave it to me when I was fairly young. And I'm giving it to my daughter. And hopefully she'll pass it on to her children and so on. I will show you a cool thing. Y'all probably, a lot of people saw this. It's a bank. I think there were quite a few of these produced. The little gun, you put a coin in here and turn the arm up and aim it just so, and on his toe here, and that sometimes there's supposed to be a bell in here that it hits and it will ring sometimes if you hit it just right. But that is a cool little mechanical bank from, I think, the late 1800s, maybe 1900s. But anyway, it's something that I'm going to document, and then I'm going to actually put it inside this bank part so that my daughter and her children can see my handwriting and the history of it. Now, this little old toolbox here looks like it's wore out. It's seen its better days. I think we've showed it in a couple videos. I keep my detailing tools when I'm doing ornamental plaster. They're pretty rough looking, but they work. They're functional for what I need. I make a lot of them for specific things, but regardless, this toolbox was, and I'm not 100% sure about it, there's no writing on it. I think that it was my great-grandfather's. It was in a pile of, it was in a shed that my grandfather had, and my Uncle Gene, which actually entrusted me with this Bible for the keeping for the family. This toolbox was in it with several other cool items, and some of them I know that my great-grandfather had, but I'm going to document the information on this, write it in my own handwriting. Now, I'm still using this, so I'll need to put it somewhere, maybe make a picture or something so it can go with this. But this was, I believe it was my great-grandfather's, just a little old toolbox, and they were going to throw it away. And of course me, no. And I've been using this for what, 25 years, keeping my little detailing tools in it. So anyway, the point of this video is all of you guys probably have some cool little artifacts or things. Even if you don't, documenting some of your history, writing it in your own handwriting, I promise you, generations to come will truly appreciate it. Steve the Plaster Man, catch you on the next one.